Good morning. This is a message to everyone, but in particular, Donald J. Trump. Today, I want to talk to you about some issues that the journalists are afraid to discuss, and the GOP Congress and Senate, I guess, are too complicit to discuss. But before I say anything, I want you to know one thing. Your surrogates keep saying, America hates you. Well, I can't speak for every American, but I'd like to think I'm speaking for all the everyday Americans. And for myself in particular, I have too much love in my heart to spend time hating you. Hate is what drives you. Vengeance is what drives you. And for the life of me, I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. And I will not take the time to even dignify your foolishness. Let me say this much. You have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt that there is no love in your heart. In fact, I'm not even sure you have a heart. I'm not even sure you have a soul. And you can tell all your evangelical liar friends that even though they may have had you repeat some words from the Bible, that does not make you a Christian. What it does is make you an even bigger liar than they are. You see, because if you were really a Christian, you would do what Christ did. You would take care of the poor and the needy and the vulnerable. You would take care of the veterans of the United States. And please don't bother to try to convince anybody of your love for our military, because you are the draft dodger in chief with your multitude of lying excuses. Don't bother to tell us that lie anymore. You don't love the military. You want a military parade so you would have our military. Honorable men and women honor you, and you who deserve no honor. Don't even try it, because we're not fooled by it. Only those simpletons who were foolish enough to buy into your lies, your scam, because you are the consummate con artist. You con people. You lie to people. You project onto others the things that are inside of you. You are a traitor to America, and everyone in your cabinet is a traitor to what our country stands for. You, because of your hatred, have pulled back consumer protections that will end up costing people their lives. But you don't care. The only person you care about is you and how much money you can line your pockets with. Trust me, we know. We see what you're doing. We're not blinded like those who consistently support you. There are no scales on our eyes. We know who you are. You have shown yourself to be the evil incarnate that you are. Oh yeah, the evangelicals were thinking you were God sent. No, they were not God. You were not God sent. You were liar chosen. You were con artist chosen. You were traitorous treason chosen. And if you think this is going to be enough to keep people from seeing the real you, all your scams and play acting, we know who's behind this. We know Putin has your balls in such a tight vise that you're scared to move for fear you might lose one. Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't think you have any balls. Never did, never will. But I will tell you this much. Love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't endanger. Love doesn't lie. Love doesn't scheme. Love doesn't try to cover up all the dirt you know you're guilty of. And just like you, who love to think you act or react on your gut instincts, well, you're not the only one with gut instincts. Let me tell you this. I have gut instincts. And my gut instincts tell me that you are guilty of cooperating with Russia to interfere in the 2016 election. And all we have to do is look at the fact that you have yet to condemn them for what they did, in particular, your buddy Putin. Okay? And don't bother to deny it. We already know it. You have yet to determine a course of action that would keep them from interfering any further in our elections or in our power grids, because you are the cowardly chicken bully that everyone knows you to be. You make noise from afar, but there is nothing to the spineless coward that is always preening for the public. The only people that care about you, because they are too foolish to understand you care nothing about them, are those who show up at your rallies, probably those that you pay, because we know you pay people to show up at your rallies. Oh, we already know that. And of course, there's Mike Pence, who looks at you with such loving affection that it's hard for us not to believe that he's not deeply in love or in lust with you. Yeah, we see that too. And it's really sad. What's even worse is we have sitting in the Oval Office a total illiterate, incompetent, inept, jack of all buffoonery that's making America look like a third world. No, I can't even say that. I think it's a fifth world country, because right now we have lost the respect of every other nation's leader, and you seem to think it's a joke. I look forward to meeting you one-on-one. I'd love to have a face-off with you and deal with the real issues, deal with the poverty, deal with climate change, deal with the fact that you've done nothing to help our veterans other than to appoint totally incompetent, inept cronies that you knew were not going to do anything other than to help you destroy our country, because your whole purpose was to dismantle our democracy so Putin could have his way. And he's done that. He's helped you to set us up to be isolated from our allies, and you don't care. And your sycophants, your simpleton supporters don't even recognize what you're doing. Well, I have news for you. Some of us recognize it. And I'm going to love you enough from afar to pray that you get everything that you deserve. And that includes removal from the greatest office in this land, so that no one else will ever have to suffer the indignities that you have brought into this nation. You have not done anything to make America great again, because it was already great. And what most of your followers need to understand is that your attempt or your intent was to make America white again. You will never make America white again. You will never take us backwards, because there are more of us who care about everybody, all people, regardless of their race, their religion, or whatever they look like. There are more of us than there are of you who hate. And we will, hear me when I say this, we will be victorious. And you will be in the history books as the very worst piece of human being that ever existed on this planet. Mark my words. That's will be your legacy and how you will be listed in the history books. My name is Mary Hall-Rayford, and I am not afraid or intimidated by any cowardly bully that can ever walk the face of this earth. You are a disgrace to mankind. And I hope at some point someone will convince you to take the time to listen to everything I've said today before it's too late for the rest of us. Because we know, like you, your children will never serve in our military. Chicken, bullies, cowards. You love to throw stuff. And I will not reduce myself to using the language that you have used so freely against those you choose to disagree with, like our Black NFL players, like the countries you so disgracefully disdained. If there ever was a time in your life that your parents should have pulled your pants down and wore your behind out, we missed it, because it might have made you a better person. And a better person would know how to demonstrate love of country and love of Americans. You are not it. You are a traitor to America. You are the most unpatriotic person we've ever seen elected to this office. Again, my name is Mary Hall-Rayford, and I can hardly wait for 2020 to see my name on the ballot. And I hope you get a chance to see it too, from whatever prison cell or hell you happen to be in at that particular moment. Don't forget the name, Mary Hall-Rayford, because trust me, you will remember it.